Good day, everyone. Welcome to Mathematics 9 Daily Lesson. This is Teacher Jimmy. Come on, let's watch and learn with me. Welcome to my e-classroom. I am sure you are so excited to learn something new. But before anything else, prepare the following material: module, answer sheet, pen, and extra paper. Our topic for today has something to say about the different shapes. Oops! Oh! We have different shapes. And there are so many. Anybody who can name a shape that has 4 sides? Yes, square, rectangle. Yes, parallelogram. Yes, rhombus. Yes, kite. Trapezoid. Isosceles trapezoid. Quadrilateral. These are the different shapes with 4 sides. Our topic today is all about Introduction to Quadrilaterals. Learning competency determines the conditions that make a quadrilateral a parallelogram. Learning objectives. First, identify quadrilaterals which are parallelogram. Second, recognize conditions that make a quadrilateral a parallelogram. And the third one, find measures of angles, sides, and other quantities involving parallelograms. Now, let us define what is quadrilateral. Quadrilateral, it is a polygon with 4 sides. There are kinds of quadrilaterals. Namely, we have parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, square, kite, trapezoid, and isosceles trapezoid. So these are the different kinds of quadrilaterals. Parallelogram. It is a quadrilateral with 2 pairs of opposite sides parallel. Rectangle. It is a parallelogram with 4 right angles. And also we have rhombus. It is a parallelogram with 4 congruent sides. We have also square. What is a square? It is a parallelogram with 4 right angles and 4 congruent sides. What about kite? So kite, it is a quadrilateral with 2 pairs of adjacent, congruent sides. How about trapezoid? Trapezoid, it is a quadrilateral with exactly 1 pair of opposite sides parallel. And last one, we have isosceles trapezoid, and it is a trapezoid whose non-parallel opposite sides are congruent. Now, we have oral number 1, identifying quadrilaterals. So we have number 1. It is a parallelogram with 4 right angles and 4 congruent sides. Correct. Square. Number 2. It is a quadrilateral with 2 pairs of adjacent and congruent sides. Correct. The answer is kite. Number 3. It is a parallelogram with 4 right angles. You're right. The answer is rectangle. Number 4. It is a quadrilateral with exactly one pair of opposite sides parallel. Correct. The answer is trapezoid. Number 5. It is a parallelogram with 4 congruent sides. Correct. The answer is rhombus. Number 6. It is a trapezoid whose non-parallel opposite sides are congruent. Correct. The answer is isosceles trapezoid. Number 7. It is a quadrilateral with 2 pairs of opposite sides parallel. Correct. The answer is parallelogram. Number 8. It is a polygon with 4 sides. Quadrilateral. Correct. And now, let us take up all about the properties of parallelogram. So these are the properties in which we can tell that a certain shape or quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So take note for the different properties of parallelogram. We have number 1. 2 pairs of opposite sides are congruent. Number 2. 2 pairs of opposite angles are congruent. Number 3. Any 2 consecutive angles are supplementary. 4. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. We have last one. A diagonal of a parallelogram forms 2 congruent triangles. Now, let us discuss about the different properties. Number 1, 2 pairs of opposite sides are congruent. So, side AD is congruent to side BC. So, they are both 6. So, AD is equal to 6 and BC is equal to 6. And side AB is congruent to side BC, which is equal to 7. So, that is property number 1. Okay, example using the property number 1. So, find the side BC and side DC using the given figure. So, our side AD is equal to 6, and of course, our side BC is equal to 6. And if our side AB is equal to 8, and then our side BC will become 8 centimeter also. So therefore, the measure of side BC is equal to 6 centimeters and our side DC is equal to 8 centimeters. Okay, we have property number 2. So 2 pairs of opposite angles are congruent. We have angle A is equal to 115 degrees. Then its opposite angle is angle C, which is also 115 degrees. Because they are both opposite angles, and also angle B is opposite to angle B, so they have also the same measures, which is 65 degrees. So if they are opposite, then they have the same values. For example, using the property number 2, find angle B, C, and A using the figure. So here, angle D is opposite to angle B, so they have the same measures, which is 60 degrees. And angle C is opposite to angle A, so they have the same measure, which is 120 degrees. So therefore, the value of angle B is equal to 60 degrees, angle C is equal to 120 degrees, and angle A is 120 degrees. Okay, we have property number 3. Any 2 consecutive angles are supplementary. So, in this example, angle D is consecutive to angle A. So, their sum is 180 degrees. So, 65 degrees plus 115 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. And also we have angle A is consecutive to angle B, so their sum is also 180 degrees. So angle A is equal to 115 and angle B is equal to 65 degrees. So let us have this example for property number 3. So find angle A, B, and C using the figure. So since angle D is consecutive to angle A, their sum is 180 degrees. So we have already 60, then the remaining one is 120 degrees. So angle A is equal to 120 degrees. So if you will add, the result is 180. Okay, same with A is consecutive to B, so therefore angle B is equal to 60 degrees. And then angle C is equal to 120 degrees because angle B and angle C are consecutive angles and they are supplementary. So the answer is measure of angle A is 120 degrees, and then measure of angle B is equal to 60 degrees, and then measure of angle C is 120 degrees. Okay, we have property number 4. The diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. So we have here an example. So diagonal AC bisect diagonal BD. So if diagonal DB is equal to 10, just divide it by 2, it will become 5. So DX is equal to 5 and BX is equal to 5. So let us have some example. So property number 4, given diagonal EG is equal to 16 centimeters and diagonal FS is equal to 18 centimeters. So find line segment EX, line segment GX, line segment FX, and line segment HX. So for diagonal EG is equal to 16 divided by 2, it will become 8 centimeters. While diagonal FH divided by 2, so 18 divided by 2 is equal to 9. So we have 9 centimeters. Therefore, our answer will be line segment EX equal to 8 centimeters, GX is equal to 8 centimeters, FX is equal to 9 centimeters, and HX is equal to 9 centimeters. Then our last property, which is a diagonal of a parallelogram forms two congruent triangles. So if we create a diagonal, so it will form two congruent triangles. So we have pair number 1 and we have pair number 2. So in pair number 1, we have triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADC. And for pair number 2, we have triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CBD. So name two pairs of congruent triangles using property number 5. So our first pair is triangle EHG is congruent to triangle GFE. So we create a diagonal EG. So the two congruent triangles are being formed. And for our second pair, we create a diagonal FH. Then we create two congruent triangles, which are the triangle FEH is congruent to triangle HGF. So let us have oral number 2. Identifying properties of parallelogram. How about this example? We have here consecutive angles 70 and 110. So number 3. Property number 3 is the correct answer. How about this one? We draw a certain diagonal, which is diagonal JL. Yes, the answer is property number 5. That is correct. How about this? So we have side AD is equal to side BC. What is your answer? Yes, property number 1. That is correct. Another. How about this one? We have two diagonals bisect each other. Yes, number 4. Property number 4 is the correct answer. Next. How about this one? We have opposite angles are congruent. What property is this? Yes, property number 2. Different shapes may apply in public education in which people have different characters from different family origin. Just like quadrilaterals, we also have some common goal in life, and that is unity in diversity. Okay, let us summing up our discussion today. So, we discussed about the different types of quadrilaterals, namely parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, square, kite, trapezoid, and isosceles trapezoid. Also, we discussed about properties of parallelogram and finding the measures of angles, sides, and other quantities involving parallelograms. Okay, let us have our assessment. Letter A. Direction. Identify whether the following quadrilaterals are parallelogram or not. Number 1, trapezoid. Number 2, rectangle. Number 3, rhombus. Number 4, square. And number 5, kite. And we have assessment letter B. Direction. Fill in the blanks. Number 1. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if both pairs of blank sides are blank. Number 2. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if both pairs of blank angles are blank. Number 3. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if both pairs of blank angles are blank. Number 4. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if the blank bisect each other. Number 5. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if each blank divides a parallelogram into two blanks. Assessment letter C. Direction. Quadrilateral IJKL is a parallelogram. Answer what is asked. Number 1. If measure side IJ is equal to 11 centimeters and side IL is equal to 4 centimeters, what are the measures of side LK and side JK? Number 2. If measure angle J is equal to 68 degrees, what are the measures of angle L, angle I, and angle K? Assessment A, K answers. For number 1, not a parallelogram. Number 2, parallelogram. Number 3, parallelogram. Number 4, parallelogram. Number 5, not a parallelogram. Assessment B, K answers. Number 1, opposite congruent. Number 2, opposite congruent. Number 3, consecutive supplementary. Number 4, diagonals. And number 5, diagonal congruent triangles. Assessment letter C, K answers. Number 1, side LK is equal to 11 centimeters and side JK is equal to 4 centimeters. Or number 2, measure of angle L is equal to 68 degrees, measure of angle I is equal to 112 degrees, and measure of angle K is equal to 112 degrees. Assignment. Direction. Quadrilateral IJKL is a parallelogram. Answer what is asked. Given the figure, if line segment IX is equal to 4.5 cm and line segment LX is equal to 6.5 cm, so what are the measures of line segment KX, line segment IK, line segment JX, and line segment JL? And now, that's the end of our video lesson for today. I hope you learned a lot from this topic. This is Teacher Jimmy. Thank you for watching and have a good day.